Shalom, Call, Alayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Shai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Shai, Call, Alayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Give double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well and teach well, 25, 30 plus years, Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm getting to the topic that dreams, dreams are for suckers, because our hope is not in dreams of this world, but our hope is in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna play a quick video.
Our annual sale will get you the readiest. Book now for at least 20% off.
Fresh air.
It's kind of funny, but
Nothing
got
like
some
the
truth
great
in it.
outdoors, huh, Pop? Pop, can we talk teenager to teenager? See, I met this girl. She's pretty special. She's moving out of the hood in a couple of days, and I'm thinking about going with her.
Man, who is this girl?
Her name's Dashiki.
Dashiki? Dashiki from over there on penetration?
Come on, Pop! Don't tell me you slept with her, too.
Oh, no, it ain't nothing like that, son. It ain't nothing like that. She sure could suck a dick.
What?
Oh, nothing, son. Go ahead. Tell me about this girl.
Anyway, I think I'm in love.
So what? You knocking boots yet?
Yeah.
Hold on. You use a condom?
No.
Good! That's my boy! That's my boy! Yo, never use condoms, son. They take away all the feeling.
Yeah. Only thing is, now she's pregnant. And I don't know what to do.
Man, look. Let me give you the same advice my father gave me, all right? Give up hope. Look at me. Dreams are for suckers. Ain't no future for you. And don't think about getting no job, Trey, because a black man ain't got no place in the workforce.
So hold on, let me get this straight. What you're trying to say is, don't get caught up in the white man's system of self-perpetuating unemployment and wind up trying to survive on welfare checks and food stamps, right?
Wrong, man. Hell, ain't nothing wrong with no welfare check. That's called free money. Hell, our family survived 6 generations on it.
Thanks, Pop. You always know what to say, man.
Ah, thought you knew, boy. My boy Trey.
Well, the point I wanted to make was, dreams are for suckers, and really, he said, we have no business in the white man's workforce. We got to get our daily bread. We got to serve our enemies, but to have our dreams associated with things of this world, it just doesn't profit. Let me get into some scripture. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34. Start at verse 1. I think it goes 1 all the way to... it goes all the way to 14. I'll start at verse 1. The hope of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools. So it says the hope, I'm going to read that again. The hope of a man void of understanding are vain and false. So the hope of a man does whose understanding, so I can read, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false. So if you have no understanding, your hopes, you know, they're gonna be vain and false. That's what scripture said. And dreams lift up fools. You know, really dreams of this world. You know. Verse 2: Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind. You know, that's cold. Let me read that again. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind. You know, you can't catch a shadow, you know what I'm saying? So you really dodging at nothing, you know what I mean? Verse 3: The visions of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face. Read verse 3 again. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come? You know, if it's a false dream, there's no truth in it. You know what I mean? It's verse 5. Divinations and soothsayings and dreams are vain. You know, like these pastors, you know, they got these soothsayings, you know, and dreams are vain. You know what I mean? And the heart fancieth as a woman's heart in travail. Right? I'm gonna get a precept in Isaiah for that soothsayings. I'm gonna look for it real quick. Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 10. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10, which said, I'm gonna start at verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a tablet, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Now go, write it in a book. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, you know. So that's what we want to hear. We want to hear smooth things, you know. But smooth things are vain, like these pastors, man. I was watching a video of Joel Osteen. He was just saying some ridiculous stuff about God wants us to live in a nice house, nice clothes. You know what I mean? All these smooth things to make us feel good. But it says in the scriptures, Matthew 5:5, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. You know, us as black, Spanish, and Native Americans, we're the poor, meek, medium, poor. You know, we're going to inherit the kingdom. You know, just because you're rich doesn't mean you're going to inherit the kingdom. It says in the scriptures, St. Matthew's roughly paraphrasing that says trying to break down the parable. It's like a rich man um it says can barely go through. I don't know. I don't know. I want to look for it since I brought it up. Something about the rich man and the needle. Yeah. There we go. Mark. Mark chapter 10, verse 25. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, so that means it's a very slim chance, but it can't happen, All things are possible. What was that? Matthew 13, 5 and 13. Yeah, Luke 137. It says, for with God, nothing shall be impossible, It's not impossible, but it's just a slim chance, you know what I mean? But back to Sirach. Read verse 5 again. Divinations and soothsayings are and dreams are vain. So those things are vain, And the heart fancieth as a woman's heart in travail. Verse 6. If they be not sent from the Most High in thy visitation, set not thine heart upon them. So Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai give you this vision, then you shouldn't be setting your heart upon it. If he put it in your heart and your mind to teach these scriptures, and you feel some type of way if you don't, like you feel guilty, then most likely you should go and teach these scriptures, do these videos, spread the gospel. Verse 7, for dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them, So if you put your trust in these dreams, really dreams of this world, if you put your trust in them, you're going to fail. For dreams, verse 7, for dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them. So you fail if you put your trust in these worldly dreams. Verse 8, the law shall be found perfect without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth. Wisdom is perfect, especially to someone who has faith in the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and wisdom is perfect to a faithful mouth. It fits well, It's like ice cream on a cone, it's perfect, you know what I mean? Verse 9, a man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. Let me get a precept for wisdom. 1 Corinthians 2:6. First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 1. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declared unto you the testimony of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Let me read that again. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of God. Verse 2, for I determined not to know anything among you, save Yahweh Shai Mashiach and him crucified. Verse 3, and I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. Verse 4, and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. So it's just like it says in Isaiah 30 and 10, it's not with enticing words, not with soothsayings. Read that again. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom. So it's not of man's wisdom, it's of the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's going to say it. But in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. Verse 5, that your faith should not stand in wisdom of men, but in the power of God. Power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I'm going to read that again. But your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. So your faith shouldn't be in the wisdom of men. It should be in the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It don't matter what men say, because God, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is perfect. His words are true. Let the word of God be true and every man a liar. It says in Romans 3 and 3. Verse 6, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught. And this is the point. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in a mystery, even the hidden mystery which God ordained before the world unto glory. See, this is a hidden mystery. The words we speak is hidden, Colossians 1 and 26, even the mystery which hath been hid for ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. You Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do. And to shorten it down even more, the elect of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. These is who this mystery is being revealed to. I'm going to give another precept. I'm going to start at verse 35. Baruch chapter 3, verse 35. This is our power, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him. The God of this world being Caesar Borgia, who they portray as Jesus. That's the God of this world. Allah, all these other gods. It says that's beautiful, man. This is our power, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him. He hath found out all the ways of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved. So you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this knowledge was given to us, Let's see if there's any more on that. Yeah, I'm going to go to 14. Let me read verse 8. Go back to verse 8. The law shall be found perfect without lies, and wisdom is perfect to a faithful mouth. A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. If you have experience going really in this truth, you're gonna be declared. You're gonna have wisdom your own self, and you're gonna declare it out your mouth. That's why we. That's why we have elders set up above us. That has more experience than us. People that just got in this truth a few months, a year or two or three or four. You got people that's been in it for 20 plus. Like I said, we get in the video 20 plus and 30 years. So that's how we're being guided in this truth. We gotta have elders. Verse 10: He that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence. Self. That's like self-awareness, cautiousness. That's prudence. Being cautious. He that hath no experience knoweth little. If you just came in this truth, you have little experience. So you're gonna need elders that you can go to. You know what I mean? That's just a part of the game. Verse 11: When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. Verse 12: I was oftentimes in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. Verse 13. I'll go back to verse 12. I was oftentimes in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. That wisdom, that experience. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. In that video, they said, give up hope, well, hope for these dreams, but we have our hope in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I'll read verse 14 again. Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. So we don't fear death, we're not afraid of man, because ultimately everything is set up by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and he's our hope. Proverbs 20 and 24. Yeah. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So every man's ways and goings are of the Lord. So if somebody was to kill you, that's just the Lord setting it up for that to happen. Sirach 34 and 14 again. Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid of men, ultimately. For he is his hope, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he's our hope, Get another precept. 3 and 17. No, Salakia. Yep, 3 and 19. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. So if he seems wise according to this world, then let him be wise, Let me get a precept. First Corinthians 14 and 38. If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. So if he's ignorant to what you're trying to tell him, just let him do his thing. Like it says in 18, let no man deceive himself. So you're not supposed to let him deceive himself. You're supposed to tell him. But if any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Tell him. And if you don't listen, let him do what he think is right. That he might be ashamed. He might be a fool. Then he may be wise. Verse 19, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. You want to, like these top doctors, sports analysts, all these things of this world, that's foolishness with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. For it is written that he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Like these Edomites, the people that call themselves so-called white man, these Edomites, he taketh their wise inventions, and he turns it to their own. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So he makes what they invent with their worldly wisdom and craftiness. He turns it back on them. You know what I mean? Like the internet. These apps. We use this all for the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and to Lord knows what they use it for. Verse 20, and again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. People that seem to be wise in this world, Lord knows their thoughts are vain, but it's meaningless, Therefore, let no man glory in men, for all things are yours. Right? Right? So the wisdom of this world is foolishness, Dreams are for the people of this world, for suckers, for the 2/3, The dreams of this world is for the 2/3. Ow. I think that's pretty much it on that. Just wanted to get a quick video on that. I had a conversation yesterday. Just wanted to bring that out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Call Halayim La Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Rakah Kadash Brakta Yahweh Brakta Yahushua Brakta Yahweh Brakta Yahushua Brakta Yahweh Brakta Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well, teach well, 20, 30 plus years. Those are the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.